Hello and welcome to my latest Blender car modeling tutorial. For some reason those parts for me have became black, but they must fix once I add UV mapping to them. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to do here is actually changing those UVs a bit. Let's firstly select those which are not rounded and which are placed here. Basically select all of them. Yeah, this one as well. And this and this and this. All of those. Oh, and yeah, this one as well. I want them to be more focused on that point. I'll make them focused at this point. So I'll make a cursor selected. Then I'm gonna press the dot, but not numpad dot, but the dot on the text pad or whatever it's called, and it will make basically disappear like that. And then I can scale it down here. And I'm gonna press scale dot 5. It's gonna make those twice sharper. By the way, I'm gonna scale this down and y-axis to 0. Great. And same will apply to this. But I'm gonna set cursor cursor to this point, and now scale to 5. Then I can set it back to median point. I did it so that those lines are more noticeable, they're sharper. So you can see they were way sharper, way stronger, which allows me, which even makes it look good enough without this edge split. But I'm gonna still leave it, because I think it suits him well. Okay, next object which has, we can actually check for all the objects which has car paint material, and let's see what we can edit easier. I'm gonna set up reference image. Okay, so this can help setting the textures. Actually that thing down there is metallic. So I'm gonna add one more material, called it metal, and I'm gonna apply it to all this thing. Oh, and I don't need this face. It's basically impossible to see it here anyways. It works this way, and it seems that it doesn't have any real geometry like that there anyways. So wait, this is way too new car. I need 2007, something like this. Yeah, this is a bit different because we didn't make this line be like Constantine line. We made it simpler. We made it kind of solid this way. So okay, and then I think that we don't need anything else here, unless we could round those corners a bit. Firstly, I'm gonna actually remove the doubles here as well, and I'm gonna add sharp edges. Here, and I think no need for them anywhere else. And I'm gonna add edge split modifier and no angle dependence, otherwise it becomes too sharp. This way, and yeah, like that. And now it allows me to edit it easier. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make something like this, and make it a bit more detailed at this little point. It feels right to do this. because this is kind of easy to notice part of car, and I think it requires quite enough detail, and I'll apply some additional detail here as well. So round it a bit and put out a little bit, and this looks way better. For UVs I'm gonna reset everything firstly and scale down to 0.25, GX minus 512, GX 128, GX minus 512, GX 128. Wait, I'm gonna reduce. Reset scale 0.25, GX minus 512, GX 128. Strange. Weird. GY minus 512, GY 128. Why didn't it focus in the center? Okay, I'm gonna do it actually normalized coordinates, and again you reset. Where's the median point? It's supposed to be center. Scale 0.25, GX minus 0.5, GY minus 0.5, GY minus 0.5, GY 0.125, GX 0.125, and it's still acting this way. Interesting. What may cause it? Because the median is not in the center. How do I make the cursor centered? Must be sitting here. 0.5, 0.5, exactly. Okay, scale 0.20. Now set it cursor. And now set it back to median point. GX minus 5. GX minus 0.5, GY minus 0.5, G 0.125, GY 0.125, like this. It's now completely flat, and maybe I can even make those be those edges, GY 0.25, and now all of those are 90 are 90. And it's kind of smoothing out those corners a bit. It's not easy to notice, but it's still in action. And again, scale down by half. Here, firstly, let's set it back to median and 180. Now set the cursor and scale 0.5. Okay. And here, where is it currently focused? Nowhere. Minus 90. Yeah. Must and median minus 90. Doesn't work. Must manually adjust the cursor. 0.125, 0.375. Yeah. And now cursor focus 90. 90. 90. GX minus 0.25. And now R90. R minus 90. Interesting. gx.25 minus 90. Now it's not yet correct. Huh. .25 minus 90 gx.5 minus 90. Why is it wrong? Oh, it's different for each of them. Those two have it different. 90. Nope. R90. Yeah, it's now correct. It's kind of working well in there. Okay. We've got two objects applied here. What I'm gonna do is actually delete this and just make a copy of it. Shift D S X minus 1. Control E scale. Mesh normals. Flip normals. Enable backface culling. To ensure that everything works fine, and rename it wing front left. Great, we've UV unwrapped one more object, and I think that we could actually work on the front part. So again, I'm gonna remove doubles and add edge split. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just lost it. Okay, and remove edge angle, and let's mark the sharp edges. This part inside those edges, what else we got there? This set of edges, I think. Let's take a look. Oh, those not. These ones. Something like this. Oh. And this allows me to do some additional editings if needed. What else must be sharp? This rounded piece inside of this. And also this part, I think. Probably. Yeah, it works this way, and now I can just grab single vertex and it won't be split from the rest of it, meaning that this is better than internal edge split. I think this must be moved inwards a bit, and maybe this thing, does it need to be split? Okay, it does need. Yeah, it looks better this way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is now, again, you reset scale point to cursor to center 0.5 and 0.5. Scale 0.5, scale 0.5 again. Gx minus 0.375, gy minus gy minus 0.375. and we've already UV unwrapped it. Oh, by the way, I've got to take a look at those. Oh, those lamps here. Maybe I must edge split them as well. I mean, mark sharps. Select them like this. Control E, mark sharp. Okay. And what else? It seems that I could pull those a bit more inwards. So let's select these faces here. Do not select the upper ones, and select those bridges. And the rest of it goes more like this. Especially this part. Yeah, walks all this way. And probably just a little adjustment there, and set cursor to that position, and move this vertex to the cursor. And same applies for this. Okay, this is a bit of adjustments, and yeah, if you have now a chance to adjust everything here, great. And basically, what else do we need to do is add those circles there, and it shouldn't be hard to do. Just select a single face here, GY 0.75. Scale down on x-axis a bit. Maybe actually let's undo those. And firstly, I want it to be focused a bit lower at that part of it. So basically what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add a little cut. Let's start from this point, go up ahead to here, and go through like that. Maybe even drag those out a bit, as we must use geometry smoothly. Okay, and now let's select both of them. You reset scale 0.25, gx minus 0.375, gy minus 0.375. And now select this individual face, gy 0.75, and now scale y, and just scale down until you get a nice looking circle here. You see, you must also match the form, the shape to the real detail, meaning this goes up and in like that. And what else? So yeah, you can drag this in a bit as well as up. This is basically a good looking circle there. Now if you scale it down or up, you can adjust the scale of the circle. I think this looks good. Good enough. We have added this additional detail to split it better. I'm gonna just quickly make it. Okay. I'm gonna make it white for a moment. Just see the circle better. Why not as good? It's actually, what is it? Minor transparent. That's a mystery. This is opaque. Maybe I'll change the elf clip. Word. The word. Of course it doesn't act like that in game. Okay, it's some sort of viewport glitch or something. Okay, I don't care it pretty much. Okay, that circle looks good. Yeah, maybe it fades out a bit too much in distance. If you have some issues with this, you can try reducing load bias. It's a feature of GA. If you want this detail to be strongly noticeable in distance. Got it. I have some sort of X-ray enabled, which I don't need. I don't know why did I have it enabled. Yeah. Okay. So when I now here you can see the detail better in distance, but don't do this too much. It's gonna hurt performance. It's firstly, and secondly, it can cause it to look a bit strange. Mine's 0.5. I don't recommend setting it higher. It's the best check is if you can both see smaller details closing from further distances, like this. I can see it still here, and at the same moment it must look fine at this point. It kind of does look good. Okay, great. Next time we're gonna just keep texturing it, but for this time it's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next time.